Hey there! The next thing we are going to design is a riser. Let me just show you how this is done. We start as always by creating a sketch in Fusion. And now the main thing we have to think about is what are the distances between our screws? And this is actually fairly easy. We're gonna start with the new school holes. When I click here, I can create a square. And at the ends of these squares, I'm going to put in the holes for the screws. So for length, for new school, we have 53.975. Press the tab button. So now this is locked. And for the height, we have 41.275. And these are the measurements for our holes. Not that difficult. What I'm going to do now as well is create another one. And you see this automatically aligns, which is cool. And this one is for the old school. This one is 63.5 millimeters. So now we know at these ends, there should our holes be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a circle, make it 5.1 millimeters to have a little bit of a playroom because the screws are 5 millimeters. And I'm going to create this for all of our points. 5.1 and 5.1. And the cool thing here is I can just create a line. And when you see this triangle, you know that I'm in the middle of this object. And instead of creating all of these again, what I can just do is I can from here press nothing because I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to create a mirror and I'm going to mirror this one, hold the shift key to select all of them and choose a mirror line, which would be this. And boom, there are our holes. This is pretty easy, right? Now I'm going to create two more lines. I'm going to go for the for the lower left hole. And as you can see, you get a degree. This would be 180 degrees, but we're going to go for 45 degrees. So 180 minus 45. And we get this. This is working perfectly. Press the tab button and just go for, let's say, 7 millimeters. Easy, right? Same thing up here. So we have 0 and we want 45 degrees. We can just put this in here. And here also 7 millimeters. And now you have the option to go for rectangle and make it a 2-point rectangle. So choose a 2-point and connect these points. And you can already see where this is going. I can now finish the sketch. And from here, I use the mouse, hold the shift key, and mark everything except the holes. This looks fine. I'm doing this kind of maneuvering in the space by holding the shift key and the middle mouse button. Press E, and now we extrude it again. And now let's say I want a 1 millimeter riser. So this is basically a shock pad at this point. You can just go over here and press this home button to go back into a perspective that might be more suitable to you. Yeah, I'm navigating with the middle mouse button hold. So this would be a riser, but I can now just choose this surface and extrude even farther. And boom, 1 plus 5, as you can see when I click here, is 5 millimeter. We now have a 5 millimeter riser. And another cool thing is when I go into the sketch and decide to show the sketch, I see the sketch. Let me just double click in it. And now I can edit it. And another cool thing you can do is you're going to choose, how are we going to do this? We are going to do this by taking two lines. Let me just take this line and let's say 7 millimeters up here and 7 millimeters down here. And now I can just create this line and connect them straight to the ground. You can see this one snaps to the grid. So 0 degrees, this is fine. And here also connect these two dots. Finish sketch, and what we can now do is we can not only extrude, we can also subtract. I'm going to choose these fields here, Shift key hold, and press E. And what you can see now, what's going to happen is these things are overlapping. And I could choose to join them to get this kind of structure, or I can choose to cut them. And when I now press enter, you see I just created some drop-through wedges. This is super easy. You have to kind of see what kind of measurements you need, but doing this is also fairly simple. And with that, you can basically create all kinds of stuff you want. In the next guide, I'm going to show you how to make angled risers. And trust me, this is even easier. So see you in the next one. Bye.